that, oh, women shouldn't be cancelled because they don't know how to cook. Oh, you as a man try to teach her. It's not in the man's place to come and teach her.
Because he has to worry about making money. Yeah?
Thank you. He has to worry about a lot of things. So the foundation should be from the home. Like, mothers should do better. You know, in as much as you have, train your children, train your daughters exactly well, so they won't encounter things at home. Because the fact that you have money, or the way your house is, maybe you were a busy parent, you didn't have time for your kids, and you had helpers and all of that, and job, you know, these things are probably going to affect them.
Local stories, global insights. This is the OyaGistmePodcast with Chinedu Idigo and Meglina Otu. Thank you for tuning in.
Life totally gets boring when there's no gist to keep it going. My name is Chinedu Idigo.
And I am Meglina Otu.
Together we're your hosts for OyaGistmePodcast, a show where we take you through global insights
and local stories.
On this episode, we'll just take you through, we won't bore you guys anyways, because I feel like we've talked so much about a whole lot of things.
Exactly.
In our first season, and this second season, we're going to be giving you guys a smooth run. We're going to focus on love and food. Wow. That's like what we've been focusing on a very good one. That's what we've been talking about.
Exactly.
Here. So, the major question is, should love come with a plate? Wow. Should it?
Of course it should.
Is that why you're hiding? Is that why you're hiding?
Why you dressed the same way? Why are you having a
I chose red and you chose white.
I don't understand.
You want to come and fight me?
I don't understand.
Is it your Valentine?
See wahala. And he didn't even say, you're supposed to have started wishing me happy Val from
happy
this
Valentine's
time.
Day, my dear. I mean, won't give you Valentine's Day gifts.
I beg your Valentine to come with a plate. Thank you, darling.
Okay, so really, should love come with a plate? It's more like, at the end of the day, we're trying to see if food is a necessary expression for love in Nigeria. Do we agree though? Is food a necessary love expression?
It actually mustn't be a necessary thing.
Yeah, right.
Because there are lots of things about love. You get, it mustn't necessarily come with a plate, like as a necessity, but it could just be part of it, of course, because at some point, somehow, you share a plate with your loved one.
Yeah.
That's how it is, yeah?
But because I feel like at the end of the day, so many persons right now have food as one of their love languages. Food is not necessarily one of the love languages, but you think you worry about the person's stomach, you worry about how connected you are with them and what you bring to the table as, a person. So say me, for example, I feel like the best way to win my heart is when you're a very good cook. Do you agree though?
Ladies, hope you're in the comment section and you're seeing this right now.
Don't worry about that. That space is
bring
filled
food
up.
to it.
That space is filled up. Don't worry about giving me food. Because it's not all food you eat. Not all meals are properly cooked. Not everybody knows their way around the kitchen. If you agree. No, but not everybody knows their way around the kitchen.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that not everybody's a good cook. And then not every woman can win your heart over a meal.
So is this a call for ladies to now work on
It's a call for everybody to be able to do well in the kitchen.
Okay.
Because love has to come with a plate. If I can't connect with you, I can't connect with you via your food. I can't connect with you via the way you cook. I can't connect with you via anything that has to do with the kitchen. Why are we getting married in the first place? Why are we in a relationship? Are we going to be eating takeouts all along while we're there?
Yeah.
So it's like, it begs the question, do we really need to make, food a priority in a relationship?
But let's even hint on Valentine's itself.
It's Valentine's Day. You don't know what your plans are.
Exactly.
You don't know what your plans are, but
nobody's saying your Valentine or your love shouldn't come with a plate. But of course, a lot of people will be going out, all dressed, looking yummy, couples nights and all of that. So I think consider that. But anyways, Valentine, it's actually the season of love, and I was expecting you were going to bring something.
No worry, we'll go into Oya. We'll go into the Oya Now app and then we'll order something for you.
Better.
Don't forget that Oya Now is a convenient app that it's easier for you to request or order for anything online and have them deliver it at your doorstep. Yeah, and they are major sponsors here. You guys don't forget, it's love season and they always come in and make life easier for you guys. Because I remember, I think the last time you did order something for your loved one via Oya Now.
Yes, I did. I did. And it actually got so fast to me and it was cool. I was like, the services were actually good.
Oh, that's nice.
No cap.
So coming back to food and love, do we, finding our way around it here, do we agree that most of the marriages these days actually do, crashing because there was never a connection when it came to the person's stomach?
It works. It actually works. I won't say most, of course some, because a lot of people have what they look out for in marriages or relationships.
So part of it where the woman lied.
Why are you pondering on that?
Because at the end of the day, everybody expects the woman to be the one who is the chef.
To be the one who is the chef.
And they forget that the men are actually supposed to know how to cook too. Because there's supposed to be a balance.
But women were brought up.
Yeah. As a companion, as the one who takes over the kitchen.
Exactly, as the one who takes over the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then everybody expects that when you have a woman in the house, you have something good to eat. You have different delicacies of what to have. So I think with the way people think these days, you can't actually do takeouts all the time.
Yeah.
The people that prepare in most restaurants, you still find women as head chef.
Yeah.
Preparing. Even though I know there are
men now,
that actually they are taking over the spaces in the kitchen. But even at that, come on, the food you buy out, it's somebody that prepared. So it's something that you can take out your time to still do, because it's more like, okay, let's relate it to marriages these days. Yeah. You saw a beautiful lady and you felt, oh, fine, she has everything I want in a woman, and then come on, and then she tells you so and so, because maybe she lied along the line and you got married to her without knowing she didn't know how to prepare anything, and then you now ask her, baby, prepare something for me, and then she now brings something else to you. How will you feel? In fact, at that time, in your mind as a man, you feel, oh, more, I'm in trouble. So will I continue like this? What are the things? Though I'm not saying it should be a preamble to destroying your marriage. She can work on herself, because of course sometimes foundations good. There are cooking schools everywhere. YouTube is everywhere. There are times that foundation causes a whole lot of things to people. She might have been brought up from a foundation where that wasn't really a necessity. It wasn't really something you could relate to. Like, I won't do this. They have house helps and all of that. So you could help your partner.
So in a nutshell, we're trying to agree that food is actually a necessary expression of love.
It is to an extent. Yeah, it is to an extent, because in fact, at most points in life, your man wants to eat your food. Mm-hmm. He might come back, after doing the lovey-dovey on phone, baby, how are you, and all of that. He comes back to the house to settle in, to have a relaxed time. And so what are you supposed to do as a woman? Hey, we find you're back. This is how it is. Okay, if fine, you know what? Go have your shower. I'll just set the dining. That's what the man wants to hear.
What if she bought the food and she didn't make it? Does it count?
At that point, he doesn't know she bought it, so. I swear we're not there. So usually
there was this clip online. It was more like a video, and then the grandma was invited over to head Thanksgiving. So along the line, she's praying for the food, and she notices that the turkey they had bought, the turkey was actually homemade. It was bought. And so for her, it was the audacity of the daughter-in-law to invite her over for turkey Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is the time when people gather around to eat, because that's the love language for families. Yeah, when it comes to Thanksgiving. And she had showed up, and the turkey was bought. It wasn't made. And she had a prayer where she was saying, God, thank you for giving us this day for the food that was bought. So according to her, the daughter-in-law did not invest so much time in making the food. So at this moment, at that moment, I feel she felt embarrassed because she couldn't actually make it. But do we agree that at the end of the day, she wanted them together because she loved them and wanted them to have a taste of something that she had gone through stress just to make? That
instance, could have. I think different things would have sprouted up that thing. There are some people that, because they know how to prepare particular things in certain ways. Yeah. The moment you do it, they're always never satisfied. It's possible that the daughter-in-law would have tried to prepare lots of things.
And then she felt like, exactly, she felt like
maybe her mother-in-law
good enough.
You don't know how to cook. Yeah. This doesn't taste like this. The way I make mine is like this, like that, like that. So at that point, maybe the daughter-in-law would have been like, okay, fine, I just want family together. Yeah. In order for me not to hear anything, any side talk, let me quickly get the turkey.
So debating a little here, do we agree that most families have now made it a norm where if the daughter-in-laws don't know how to cook, or the future daughter-in-laws, or their sons' girlfriends or fiancés don't know how to cook, then she isn't worth being a daughter-in-law at the end of the day? Should it be a thing in the society? Should we make it, or should we give people space to learn how to make good food when they are married to their children? Because I feel like at the end of the day, most of the men suffer because the lady they intend to marry is not really a fan of the kitchen, isn't so well schooled on how to make amazing meals. Especially foreign cuisines, for example, because you have a guy who's well traveled, this is the international space, eats amazing meal then and come back home and it's not, there's nothing like that at home. he won't find peace in the family home because he's going to be like a traveler more often, or somebody who visits amazing places like Uncle T, and the rest of them. Yeah. But do we think it's a major reason, not to marry someone just because they're really familiar with a particular meal you're used to? Do we think should women be cancelled? I think the point is, should women be cancelled if they're not good cooks?
Okay.
Not necessarily women, anyways, because guys.
The question
it falls more on women.
The question actually comes in two diverse ways, or two different ways, if I put it that way. Nobody is justifying the fact that you as a woman shouldn't know how to cook.
Yeah,
that's one thing. Because a lot of people cancel it. It's just more like, I eat my friend's food and it's not nice. Because she's my friend, I'll tell her, babe, it will not make sense. You need to do better.
You go tell her like that.
Yeah, it's it. If you love somebody, you tell them their flaws. You don't hide it. Yeah. And I'll tell her, the pepper too much. The tomato sour. Why
I didn't know tomato is sour.
That's because I'm always in the kitchen, and while growing up, I could learn. I'd made mistakes while growing up. My mom will always correct me, and at some point, I corrected myself. Like when I say nice means, go deep better at it. So I don't think it should be a question to say if you should cancel women. That's why I had to.
Literally, this is about a woman who doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah, cool. This is about a woman that doesn't know how to cook. Now, you can't just say a way to a man's heart. They say it's through the stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Nigerian thing.
This one is not even a way to a man's heart. Even women, like if I go to a restaurant now and I taste it, it's not nice. Yeah, I know something is wrong with this food. Yeah. Maybe it's too spicy, or maybe the kind of Maggi cubes they use. I would have to criticize the food because I'm a woman and I understand what it is. Okay. So it's really, because if we put it out there like that women shouldn't be cancelled because they don't know how to cook. You as a man try to teach her. It's not in the man's place to come and teach her.
Because he has to worry about making money. Yeah?
Thank you. He has to worry about a lot of things. So the foundation should be from the home. Like mothers should do better. In as much as you have train your children, train your daughters exactly well, so they won't encounter things at home. Because the fact that you have money, or the way your house is, maybe you were a busy parent, you didn't have time for your kids, and you had helpers and all of that, and job, these things are probably going to affect them. And then these days, in fact, it's even really something else to talk about, because back then, when we were growing up, we felt, being rich is not knowing how to cook.
It's more like relaxing and have people do everything.
I don't like this. I don't eat onion. Yeah. I take out crayfish. I can remember in my secondary school then, there's a lady that was like, no, I actually don't like vegetables.
For real?
You don't know the nutritional value of these things. Because you want to, in your head is like, the rich is a tush thing to do. When you say you don't like this, people respect you and say you're tush. Yeah. But over time, we got to understand men. You need to learn.
Yeah, you need to learn.
So it's a call for mothers to put in their daughters into it. No matter how you are, you should please learn how to cook. But they should not be cancelled completely because foundation matters a lot. You won't say, I love this girl, and then because she doesn't know how to cook, I will marry her. Yes, you love homemade food, but sometimes in the place of love, you could ask her, let me hear your story. What happened? What's the hand? So if it comes from a place of whatever she tells you, you draw your conclusions from there. It's possible she was lazy or she ran away from cooking. She doesn't like kitchen. You will now know, fine, I can cancel this girl completely because this is not a wife material. But if she comes from a place where she could be like, fine, this is my foundation. It was school all the way and I was out. Yeah, you won't understand. I mean, like, because I love this girl, I'll send her to cooking school to learn. So
coming down to the modern day family idea, some women feel like if the man is a good cook, then there's a balance. She doesn't know how to cook, he knows how to cook. Why should she worry? You understand? Then you have men who go to work, come back, and then still make a meal, and the woman is still happy, and they have an amazing home at the end of the day. So
that works because I love I love romantic men. Yeah. I love it when men know how to cook. Like in my home, everybody grew up knowing how to cook. All my brothers can cook. Yeah. They can fix things stuff up for themselves when you as a woman isn't at home. Yeah. So for me, I feel this one comes in a romantic kind of setting. Of course, I love it when a man prepares. When you're like, babe, it's not you all the time that prepares as a woman. But when you have a wife you have a husband that does that, it just lights up this love, you feel there is this connectivity you and your husband has. For me, I don't counter that. But the fact that you sit, you don't know, the man doesn't know, or you expect that you don't know, and the man should
really?
know. Exactly. He cannot go out there to struggle for the home, for the family, and he comes back
and worry about
and then takes exactly.
But can we agree that sometimes people get indecisive of what to eat? Have you ever been in that situation before where you're hungry but you just don't know what to eat?
Very, very happens
or
all the time.
Somebody offers to take you out and then you get your food and you're indecisive of what to eat.
It happens, yeah.
So it's like, how do we find a way around it?
I just feel indecisiveness is not something you'll find your way around. It just happens sometimes, There are sometimes you as a human being just sits and be like,
I'd like to have this.
I just want to have this or more.
And then you worry about, and then timing comes in.
Exactly.
Because there are meals you're not allowed to eat at a particular time, and there are meals you're allowed to eat at a particular time.
That's when you're working on diets or you're working on
yourself
or something. But for
exactly.
some people, they actually don't care.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So in essence, we're saying love should come with a plate.
Love should come with a plate, yes. At some point, yeah. Not really. That shouldn't be the main focus. Yeah, it shouldn't be a major thing. But at least it should be one of it. Well, love should come with a plate. Or what do you think about it?
Well, I agree with you. And because it's Valentine's Day, we would really advise that, you go out of your way and make that special meal for the one you love. There's always that special thing that you can connect with somebody behind their stomach for you're with, say for me, for example, I like afan soup. So imagine a girl knocks on my door on Valentine's Day and says, "Oh, I brought afan soup for you." She's spending the night. She is getting to spend the night. So yeah, find your way around it to make sure that your loved ones are connected with you via, the food, the meals you make something amazing for someone special around you.
But not just make something. You could,
buy food.
Yeah, you could actually buy if you're so used to the homemade food.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a special day for a special someone, for your husband, for somebody special. So you could just go out of your way to just do something different. So.
Yeah, visit most of the restaurants around town. Go to For You supermarket and buy something amazing for your loved one. Or you go to Uncle T's place and you buy an amazing meal. Take them out. I'm sure they've got a Valentine's package for every single person. Don't forget, happy Valentine's Day from all of us to you. Oya now is here, and then we're ready to assist and help you guys with convenience. If you're too busy in love and you can't step out of your house, download the app.
Just a call away.
Yeah, download the app and then order for anything online and we'll get them to your doorstep.
Do make sure you like, comment, and share. I need your opinions on this because it's a lot of things we've spoken about this time around. And I need you to actually ponder on it.
Go to the comment section and let us know what you think about, food. Food being a necessary love language or, for Nigerians.
Yeah, and if love should come with a plate.
My name still remains Johansson as usual.
And I am Meglina Otu.
Thank you
for watching.